I am MiserableArts.
Alrighty, so I have a couple of questions for you as a table artist. So
I can't handle the pressure.
it's okay, it'll be fine. So the first thing, what do you find enjoyable about hosting an art table?
Shit ton of compliments.
I imagine so.
So I guess the biggest thing is, the community and even the customers. Like, sure, there's like a handful of big ones, but most of them are pretty amicable. And most of them are here because they're here the same reason you're here, because their love for the series that you're already drawing.
Absolutely.
So they walk up and it's like a free ticket to get them to start talking about their favorite thing.
Yeah.
Which also happens to be my favorite thing, because I've driven with them, you know. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Another question would be, what do you find yourself to keep motivated to keep, going to these conventions and stuff? Or just like helping you like show out your art and everything. Money.
I mean, definitely that, but it's definitely the community, just how fun it is. Like, the money's great. I really wish I could make this like, a full-time job, because I just love doing it so much. Because, I at the end of the day, I am so tired. Like, I sleep for an entire 24 hours the next day. But, those 3 days prior, it was worth it.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
No, you're all good. That was great. So tell us your name.
I am OmegaBinary, or I can also be called Haley, which is my real name.
How is it to have an art table at a convention?
So do you mean like application-wise or just here?
I mean, just like your experiences with it. Like, how is your experience like having an art table at a convention?
Yeah, pretty much it's like just a way for me to like get out there as like a senior in college and stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess I got into it by being a part of the Cincinnati Comic Expo, in, like where I go to school at.
Yeah.
And by doing it, it's like just been a really super way for me to meet new people like you.
Yeah, absolutely.
To, like get to know other artists who are also doing it.
And also, what are your favorite things to draw?
Oh my goodness. Well, right now I really enjoy Kingdom Hearts, but I'm also doing my senior thesis work, which is Lamp District, and it's a webcomic that will be out in 2020. Hopefully.
Oh, nice. Absolutely.
And it will be both on my Instagram and on my Twitter.
Definitely, I'll definitely link you to. I'll put your links in the descriptions below in the video, so people can check that out for you. And yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah. All right. So tell us who you are.
My name's Asherah. I don't have a brand name yet, so I just stick to Asherah.
Gotcha. So my first question is, how is your experience when it comes to handling an art table?
I would say you have to keep it very professional, having good customer service skills, trying to be as nice as possible, because like even though it's Artist Alley, it's still a business. So it's just like making sure to keep up with inventory, having a good display, because like customers look for it only takes a couple of seconds for somebody to decide if they want to stop here or not. So you want to make sure that it's kind of organized, at least a little bit. But I mean, like everybody has their own way of displaying. I just like to keep mine organized and have a little bit of an aesthetic because it brings people in.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. What are your favorite things to draw?
I definitely love drawing monster girls, but also just like really cutesy chibis.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can totally see that. It's adorable.
Yeah.
What's another question? How do you like sort everything out to like what you want to sell at a convention?
I try to think about what's already being sold, and then at one point, I'd like to start to do things that other people aren't doing, because you definitely want to find your niche.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's just like people love buying like just first stuff is like prints, stickers, buttons. I've tried to get into bookmarks.
Ooh, yeah.
Obviously acrylic charms, because like Eda bags are really popular now. So buttons and charms are definitely going to be what you want to get. But you also want to try to make it unique, like because if you're making it, somebody else is more than likely making it, especially if it's for like a fandom. So like a good thing to do is put them in like street fashion or like a different theme than what everybody else is, because nobody wants to buy like, yes, they love that character, but they don't want to have that character in the same outfit in like 5 different charms.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but that's usually what I try to think about. It's also good to look at like the guest list to see if there's any voice actors coming there, because people want to have stuff signed.
Oh yeah.
If they can't find it in the dealer's hall, they're going to be in Artist Alley looking for stuff to like buy and sell, but buy from us to have signed.
Yeah. Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so tell us who you are.
Braxton Gaither.
Awesome.
Yeah, there you go.
So what kind of things do you kind of like gravitate towards drawing?
Everything, anything, but for the most part, for me, like if I am caught in a kind of a pickle as far as like what I want to draw. I usually gravitate towards trees and skulls. Life and death.
I can totally tell. What would you give someone who's starting out as like an artist at like an art gallery? What would be like some good first advice for that kind of person?
If they're trying to start an art gallery or just start
like an art table like this at a convention. Yeah.
Like as simple as it is, just do the thing.
Just do it.
I feel like it's just one of those things where like I don't know, you just do the thing. Like half the time I'm pulling shit out of my ass anyways. So
that's fair.
Because I'm just like, I don't know if this works. So really like I think for the most part like if you're wanting to do a thing, make sure that you're doing art.
Yeah.
Consistently and have prints. If that's your thing. If you want to do like originals only, that's also cool too. Just get a table.
Yeah.
That's something to make, I don't know, just do the damn thing.
What's something that an artist should not do while hosting an art table?
Go to sleep under the table and totally forget that you're at a con or a convention or an art show.
Have people done that before? Have you seen?
No.
Okay.
No,
I was like, I thought you saw people doing that. I'm like, oh, okay.
But I couldn't think of anything that was like very poignant. I think more on the end of just be attentive to people. You know, and if somebody asks you something, answer.
Yeah.
And if you say hi or hello and they ignore you, don't get butthurt over it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Thanks.
all I got, yeah.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi. So introduce yourself.
My name's Colleen, and I am, so I'm here showing my watercolor portraits.
Awesome.
And here, I'm originally from St. Louis.
Oh, nice.
But I've been living here for about 6 years.
Liking it so far?
I guess enough to buy a house.
Yeah, there you go.
I work, in my day job, I work as an art therapist.
Oh, nice.
So I think a lot of my inspiration comes from just processing very difficult feelings.
Okay, that's nice.
And I think that's where like I get a lot of people that say that they sense a lot of emotion from their work.
Oh, I can tell, yeah.
And so I think a lot of that comes from my day job as well as like my own personal stuff. I don't know.
Very good. My question to you is, how do you? What is like a good system in handling an art table at a convention like this?
Well, this is my first time doing a convention like this. My boyfriend and I have done several shows now, like local shows, and we're still learning.
Oh yeah, of course.
What to do. But I think we've like gotten it down to like what works, and like what doesn't. Obviously, like we use a lot of the crates, like the crates that I use.
Oh yeah.
Have like a multi-purpose use.
Yeah.
So that's really helpful.
One of a kind.
And then just like trying to know like what can appeal to people. Like this booth setup is like, if you have a nice looking booth.
Yeah, people will come and see it a lot more often, yeah. What's something that people should avoid doing while hosting an art table? Like what's kind of like a no to it, or like something to avoid for an art table?
I feel like I've done all that.
I mean, it's a learning experience. It's all good though.
I'd say like, not trying to be on your phone a whole lot.
Yeah.
Maybe not, like, if you're setting up for art, like, I think a lot of people are drawn to when you're doing art. So, like, I typically will be painting or, like, working on something as I'm sitting there. Yeah. A lot of people are drawn into that.
There's that kind of like way of like staying like connected to everyone. Just there's a sense of like communication and not like being like boxed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also not like the not kind of like a greedy feeling, but actually being genuine, like sharing your passions to everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say those are like really big things. You know, I've worked in customer service for several years, so it's like it's like eye contact, smiling, asking people how they're doing.
That was like that at Starbucks for me, like intense, making sure that everyone was satisfied and happy with, you know, what they were getting and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna apply for stuff like this. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say like that's really helpful. Like just like basic things. Like I'm not trying to be like fake about it, but like, genuine.
Yeah, be genuine about it. Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. I mean, I have no idea.
No, you're good. That was awesome. That was plenty. Thank you so much. All right, so tell me who you guys are.
I'm Sheepy and I'm SB.
Great.
Hi.
So I'm just gonna ask you guys a couple of questions. So what's your guys' experience when like hosting like an art table, or like how many times have you guys done it, and like how do you enjoy it?
This is the first time we've actually.
Yeah, this is our first time.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Last year we like just came as like visitors and everything. And we're just like, oh my gosh, we love everything we're doing, and we love artists. So we're like, you know what, we're gonna like plan and actually do this. So we actually started planning like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm really impressed with you guys' setup. Like
this is just a combination of us just kind of putting it up here. Like,
we were like,
what looks nice?
yeah.
And then this like little pink thing was like a last minute thing.
Hey, it makes it pop, so that's good.
Yeah.
What's some things that you guys learned from like hosting a table this year? Like your first table?
What people really like, I guess from my side, is buttons and like the smaller stuff. Like I've had some people buy prints, but in terms of like big stuff, they're mainly getting the buy two get one for free.
Yeah.
They really like that. And commissions. They love commissions.
Yeah.
With my side, it's mostly been buttons, but like other than that, I've gotten a few prints sold, which is nice, and I've got a couple commissions so far, which is cool.
That's awesome. That's good.
So like mostly buttons, mostly Undertale stuff as well.
Nice. So any like advice you want to give to people who are interested in starting an art table?
Go for it, but you have to plan like budget. Oh yeah, because this table here was it was $175.
Yeah.
And then you have to take into account like the amount of buttons you're gonna do, the amount of prints you want to make, the amount of stickers you're gonna make, because it's expensive.
It is.
Pretty expensive.
Don't overdo it on the first time. Like I thought I had gotten too little stickers, but I actually got too much stickers.
Right.
So I still have like a lot left over. Don't over budget, but like
Yeah, and like also give yourself some breathing room in terms of like budget wise, because you never know with like how much you have, and you may just end up going to the convention with little to nothing in your account to actually buy anything yourself and treat yourself.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. That's good. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, say hi to the lovelies back at home.
Hi, what's up?
You dare do that on my channel?
Yes, I did.
All right, so tell me who you are.
My name is HeidiBlack. I do HeidiBlack illustration, which is under Electric Abyss online. So it's electricabyss.com, Tumblr, and Store and Me is HeidiBlack. Twitter and Instagram is Electric Abyss.
All right, so I have some questions for you. So how would you talk about your art table experience? Like, how would you describe like how everything's set up, and like how you think is the best way to set up for an art table?
That's kind of a weird question because it has changed. I've been doing conventions for about 15 years.
Okay.
And definitely when we started out, it was you show up with like some prints and throw them on a table, and that was good enough. I've watched it evolve from doing the wire cubes that people assemble to doing these photo backdrops is the big thing now.
Okay.
These are insanely portable, which is what I like. They are a little bit unsteady, so just don't trip over them.
Yeah.
But they actually work really well. I like doing this thing, which is actually just a sketch or a drawing board I've propped up.
Oh yeah, that works really well. Just like tiny little things that help keep everything staying together.
Yeah.
And then another question is, what's a good thing to avoid while setting up for an art table or like applying for a con?
Things to avoid. I I would suggest not having a busier like tablecloth or table display than necessarily your artwork. You want people to come over, but if your like pattern on your table is so ridiculously
chaotic,
like, it detracts from your arts. It makes things hard to like visually parse. You kind of want either a very subtle pattern or something that's easy to kind of tone out when you're looking at it, especially if you've got a lot of small details.
Yeah. Any other advice you would give to like anyone who's starting out?
First, I would say there is a blog that I used to help run, not anymore, but it's called How to Be a Con Artist, and it's howtobeaconartist.tumblr.com. And they answer a lot of things like where to get stuff printed, different displays and table setups, different kinds of cons. Because it used to be there was way more of a disparagence between like anime cons and superhero cons and like general fandom cons and furry cons and all that. It's kind of become less, but there's still like when you set up at an anime con, everyone's going to have the big backdrop display. That's just hands down how it is. Whereas this is a little bit more mixed with what people have. So that's a good resource. I mean, don't be discouraged if you don't get into your first convention. It's always better to start small and kind of figure out what's going on than be like, I'm applying for San Diego Comic-Con. You won't get in, I promise.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. So tell everybody who you are.
Hi, I'm Mel Valentine. I'm local to Chicago. This is my first time in Kentucky.
Oh yeah, same for us too.
Awesome.
So do you have any like kind of like beginner advice for people who want to start doing art tables at conventions?
Just do it. I know that sounds silly, but I think that definitely for my first con I didn't feel ready, but I had so much fun that it didn't even matter, and I learned so much from my first experience that I would have never been able to learn if I hadn't done it. So I definitely just do it, and then you'll learn from there.
And how do you know what you want to produce for conventions? Like what kind of products do you know what to make for the cons?
Right. Every con is different. I try to cater the things a little bit to the con that I'm going to. Like if it's like a pop culture con, I'll try to make sure that I have a lot of fan art and original art, as opposed to like if it's an indie con, I'll try to have a lot of original art. So it really depends. You like start to learn like what fits where.
Awesome. Anything else you want to say to any beginner artists who are starting out in this sort of field?
You can do it. It's really easy and it's super fun.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you. Alrighty, so tell me who you guys are.
LSC Art. We're a group of 4 artists and friends. And we just table together.
Nice. So I have a question. How is it to table with 2 or more people at a convention?
Chaotic.
A
lot of climbing over each other.
It's a lot easier to go and break though.
I imagine so. Do you have like any advice for people who are starting out or like planning to have an art table at a convention?
Find friends.
Find friends?
Find artists.
You want to have at least one person to do.
Of course. And how are your guys' con experience so far, the ones that you've been to before, doing art tables?
We've been to 2 cons. They've been pretty different from each other. This one's definitely a lot more busier.
That's always important to make a good con experience. Do you want to give like any kind of advice for people who are starting out or anything?
I would say start with some items that are kind of smaller and easier to produce and carry, so like stickers, things like that.
If you have a con that you already like go to as an attendee, that's optimal to start tabling at because then you're already familiar with the craft and where it is.
Not to like throw yourself at a like unfamiliar like area and stuff. Awesome, cool. So tell us who you are.
I am Ross Hayes, illustrator, cartoonist, and jewelry salesperson in Cincinnati.
So what are your kind of experiences that you've kind of like, what kind of like con experience have you like experienced at cons?
This is my second big con. I've done a couple like art tables and shows. This is the first like big one.
Really?
This is the largest show I've done. I'm a little bit overwhelmed and a little underwhelmed with sales, but you know, it's a hard world out there. It's rough. It's a lot of competition.
Of course.
But it's really fun. And seeing all the people is super cool. Just learning. I don't know.
What's your opinion about like what's a good sort of like mind process while hosting an art table? Like what's like the best thing to do while hosting an art table?
talk to people and get their attention.
Right. To make that immediate connection to another person.
Yeah.
And how do you know what kind of drawings to do? Do you just do them because you just like drawing like certain things?
I draw what I like.
Yeah.
I'm doing my own personal comics right now.
Yeah. Oh, that looks great. Yeah.
But otherwise, I have to venture into kind of the fan art zone. Otherwise, probably doesn't really move.
Yeah.
Except for those really, I have like a specific clientele that seems to want to explore art, but otherwise, people like what they like and they want that.
Yeah. Do you want to try to do like 50-50 when it comes to like fan art and like original art for cons?
Oh yeah, I would definitely push more fan art. But I don't like to do like the direct copy, more of a inspired by.
Yeah, because with your art style, I can tell it's more like kind of like it takes like a different turn with like your art style because it's very more expressive, more abstract kind of in your way. Yet you do your drawings. That's what makes it pop out to me, and I believe that a lot of people would really like your style too as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say to anyone who's like starting out, or any like other kind of like art advice you like to give?
If you're not making a ton of money, don't give up.
Yeah.
And it's worth doing, and it's really fun, and you meet lots of other cool artists that get art and making art, and I don't know, I'm a nerd, I just love it.
Yeah, there you go.
It's fun.
Very appreciate it, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, tell me who you are.
I'm Michael. I'm an Illinois native, so I traveled about 5 hours to get here.
Yeah, we traveled about like 4 hours here from Alabama,
Gotcha. I'm an illustrator. I do a lot of character concept art, comic book-based stuff. So,
what kind of experience have you had hosting an art table at a convention?
So I've been doing this for the last 2-3 years. I've probably done anywhere from like 6 to 10 of these.
Okay.
So a lot of them I travel with my friend Mel. We've done anything from Michigan and then a lot of stuff in Illinois. This is probably the farthest drive I've done for convention.
Gotcha. And like, what kind of things do you try to like draw and put out there when you host an art table?
I do a variety of things from original content based on comics, a lot of my characters from existing properties, and then also fan art stuff. So I do anything from video games, movies, stuff like that. Do my interpretations of characters.
What's something that you learned from hosting an art table of like good do's and don'ts for art tables?
Doesn't hurt to have a variety of items, so anything from stickers, I have stickers, comics, prints, shirts, and then also just having eye catchers and a variety of things. Like it's always good to have like a setup like, the small items, the medium items, and like the large items. Like having stuff that's higher up, having stuff that's in racks, having stuff that's out on the table. So stuff like that.
Anything else you want to say to any artists who's starting out in this sort of business?
Yeah, definitely research, think about your prices, consider how much it costs to make your things, how much you should sell them for. Think about stuff that you would want to buy or that you like, artists that you like, and try and translate that into your own voice. So show who you are through your art, even if you're doing fan art, to like make it your own and make it evident that it's you who made it and just own it.
Yeah. Perfect. Couldn't have said it better myself, honestly.
There you go.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So who are you guys?
We are Confetti Bones. I'm Jackson Moore. This is Julia Sparks.
Okay. What kind of stuff do you guys do?
We do art prints, stuff for fandoms, things like that, stickers, buttons, handmade stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I love this little guy. He's. What's his name?
Wormston.
Wormston.
He's a scarf.
Hello, Wormston.
I sell them for $30.
Nice. It looks very cute. Plug. So what's your guys' sort of like experiences when doing like art tables and such at conventions?
This is our first table branded as Confetti Bones, and honestly, it's been a pretty amazing experience.
Nice.
We've really come together as a young collective, and it's just really nice. Like, people have been great, and meeting other vendors and coming like close to them is awesome.
Honestly, it's so much better tabling with more than one person too. Like, I did at least one table by myself, but I really like working with my team now.
Oh, yeah. So what's stuff that you learned by hosting an art table?
It's all about having yourself together. You can be talented, but if you're not, behind the production, or you're not really taking time to make sure things are great, it doesn't really work out. And also, like, we've learned a lot. It's about the customers. You guys are here. We're here for you.
Yeah.
And like, building a connection with people. We've met so many awesome people, and it's just truly an amazing experience. And I think it's like what you need to keep in mind. fun is to make friends with the people who are coming to your table.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
You learn a lot about like good people skills, managing money, and just making your stuff look good. Like, you can have amazing art, but if you don't know how to advertise it, then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
We're pretty fortunate on that part because we're both graphic designers, so it's like it's just pounded in our brain.
Anything that you learned that, you know, you're gonna take in consideration for like if you do like another art table again?
For sure, it's like organization. So it's like, you know, we have great things, but it's like back here we're just like,
Like where all the merch is, where all the bags are, putting it all together within like 5 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
And also like having an online presence, being able to have an online store that people can come back to, or, you know, having our Instagram up and running before the convention.
Planning how much merch to have. I think we've sold out of just a couple of things, which I mean, it happens sometimes, but it's always nice to be able to say, like, we always do have back stock, so we can sell you.
It's also like, don't go to Office Depot for last minute print. Every time we go, it's awful.
Any other advice you want to give to anyone who's starting out in doing an art table?
Just do it. Like,
just do it.
Doing an art table.
You just have to do it. You like, I sat for a year and a half, just like, I want to do it, you know. But after I started producing things, it would be I'm gonna do this one day, and then ended up with a whole table, and it's been the best experience. You just have to get out and do it.
And if you can't afford it to do it by yourself, do it with other people because it's so much nicer. It cuts down on costs, and like usually it's more effective, especially for like filling out the space. Really
nice. Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, so tell me who you guys are.
I'm Mike Spanier. I go by Spanio online.
Yeah.
I'm the writer of a webcomic called Lighter Than Air, of which I published 2 books.
Nice.
Thanks to the fine folks over at Kickstarter.
Hey, awesome.
Generous donations.
Nice.
This comic is about a young woman who joins the military in an effort to upstage her war hero father. And just like her dad, she can fly.
Nice.
It's a military fantasy.
Nice. So how has it been hosting like a table here at a convention for you?
I actually really like this con a lot. I've done a lot of cons in my day.
Yeah.
But I did actually really enjoy this one this weekend.
Nice.
I think traffic was pretty steady and sales were good. Yeah.
Nice.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. What's some things that you learned from having an art table at the con?
Well, I feel like every time you do a con, you learn a little more about the whole process. It's trying to cater to all of the potential audiences, not just in terms of what's on offer product-wise, but price point variation is important too.
Yeah.
Being able to give people a range of value places to, you know, give people opportunities to spend the amount of money they feel comfortable spending.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Yeah.
And I do think that's a space where I'm still lacking. I need to expand the showcase a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But that's the best part of it. You could just like expand anytime, anywhere. And what kind of advice would you give someone who wants to publish their own comic or their own story?
Share it on the internet first.
Yeah.
Make sure people like it. You know, and if you make something that you really like making, the people who really like the things you really like will probably like it.
Awesome. Cool. Any final words?
No, not.
Okay.
Not really.
Cool. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Tell us who you are.
I am David. David Dassoff from the GeekGaragePodcast.
Nice.
Is that descriptive enough?
I think that's pretty descriptive enough. Yes. So, how is it being at a convention like this for you?
It's amazing. It's I don't know. It's been a lot of things, and I'm still kind of processing it all.
Yeah.
It's been a little overwhelming, but for the most part, it's kind of like liberating and very exciting to like meet potential listeners for the podcast and get to know like you know who could be listening. We've gotten a lot of good ideas for future episodes, but you know we try and explain how it's not enough for us to just come up with episode ideas. We want to know what people actually want to hear. As far as like topics. So it's nice to get feedback as far as like what they'd like to hear. And we've gotten a lot of that. We've got a lot of good ideas. So we have a lot of homework to do when we get home. So yeah.
So what came up with the idea of doing a geek-based podcast?
Well, I mean, I've always been like super into nerd and geek culture and everything surrounding it, and it's kind of like stayed the same, but also evolved over time. So, when I was a kid, I was really into like console gaming. I really liked Pokemon cards. Like I collected back in my day.
Back in the day,
151 of the Pokemon.
Now there's like 900.
And to me, that's just insane. But yeah, like my interests have, like I said, kind of stayed the same. I still enjoy like console gaming. I really like Nintendo and PlayStation. But I also, I just recently started, within the last year, started reading comic books. And that was one thing that I always felt kind of left out of growing up, was like friends grew up listening or reading comic books. So when we would all go see the movies, like they would catch things that I didn't pick up on because there were references to the comic books, and I didn't get it. So I decided to finally start reading so I could pick up on those. And like I said, it's just kind of been like an evolution of things that taking on more of these nerd and geekdoms, incorporating them into my life, so I have more to talk about on the podcast.
And what's a good way to like build yourself up as a host of a podcast? Like how to build yourself out on like a platforms to like gain like attention and stuff. I know like this definitely helps out a lot too to get people's interest.
Like marketing?
Yeah, marketing, basically.
Cool. So like you said, definitely stuff like this. I mean, social media is kind of like just like the podcast medium itself.
It's very powerful.
It's very powerful, but very saturated. And social media is like that too. So it's weird to have to like dive into like paid ads for like Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. I think and Google, they have paid ads and stuff. But it's, you kind of have to take like the roads less traveled, kind of like this for marketing purposes to gain recognition and separate yourself, especially when your medium is so saturated like this. So it's kind of what my co-host and I have been kind of game planning for the last 6 months to a year, just kind of researching, figuring out what's the best tactics to that, and that's one of the reasons why we're here. And we're always game planning and new things to increase our outreach, make sure that the people that decide to listen to 1 or 2 episodes continue to listen. So it's a process, and everyone that creates content, creates art, they of course all know that. But that's the cool thing about being here right now, is that even though we're you and your friends, that you create art, you create content, but and we do audio, but it's essentially the same thing. Where we have a product and we want people to check it out. It's probably the long way around to answer your question, but
no, it's a good answer. Is there anything else you want to say to somebody who might be starting a podcast?
I mean, I wouldn't say don't do it. I mean, you definitely want to know what you're getting into. It's probably not new news that podcast is a bit of a saturated market. There's a lot out there. So I think the trick is, if you're going to start one, be serious about it. Don't go at it, half-assed. Try and put as much effort into it as possible. Take it serious. Treat it like a second job. That way, you do your due diligence, your research on whatever you want to talk about. And the second big thing is try and be niche. Whatever you decide to talk about, try and have a very specific audience. And that might seem counterintuitive. Like you might only have like 4 listeners, unless your goal is to have 4 listeners. could be fine.
Yeah,
if you're making a podcast for like your friends and don't care about an audience, but if you want an audience, it's important to find that line between too broad to where no one really knows what you're going to talk about or what could be coming down the pike next. But too niche, to, like I said, to the fault where you only have a couple people interested. So that's a good line to find. I feel like so.
It's good. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this special video where I basically go around and interviewing different artists at a convention, which is something I really want to do more in the future because honestly this whole thing was really fun to do, and being able to meet people and talk about their own experiences at different conventions and stuff. And honestly, being at GalaxyCon, I mostly stayed at the art alley, not only to help my friend, but just to walk around and just talk to so many talented artists that were surrounding us and their fun personalities and just how passionate they are when it comes to art or pursuing something very creative. So to everyone that I met at GalaxyCon, thank you so much for a wonderful time. And like I said at the beginning of the video, please go support these people. They totally deserve it. They're so talented, they're so sweet, and they're just the talent. They're just so cool. Like I said before, also, follow them. I put all their links to all their sites in the description of the video below. It was just so much fun hearing their perspective when it comes to conventions and how they see art and how they want others to see art. And I really think that's really motivative for a person who really wants to move forward with their art. And I learned a lot too, because I've yet to really have a successful art table. I only had one, but just hearing more about what all these other artists who had their table for the first time, have been doing these for years, it really did help me, and I hope it helps you lovelies have like a whole new aspect of what to expect when you start doing these sorts of art tables. And also, if you guys want to see more of this artist interviews I do at conventions, please let me know. I really want to do more of these. And also tell me how I can improve. I know that I probably want to get a portable mic, so in certain situations you can hear other people better. I don't like the volume on the camera is fine enough, but I feel like definitely getting a mic would definitely make things a lot more easier to understand. But I try to edit it as much as I can so you still can hear the lovelies that I talk to. So thank you so much for watching this video. This video was really fun to edit, and like I said before, it was just really fun being at GalaxyCon, and it was actually the funnest convention I've been to in a while because of being in the artist alley for most of the convention. So once again, to everyone that I met, thank you so much for a great time. It was wonderful seeing you all, and I hope I meet you guys again. And yeah, thanks for watching, my lovelies, and I'll see you next time. Stay lovely. A peace.